Go for the burn. 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 Go for the burn.
Okay. Welcome in, everybody, to the RVSEC, the Revolt Semis Endurance Championship Season 2. We continue here today with Race 3. We're going to be taking it to Aqueduct. And once again, I'm not going to be alone. I'm going to be joined in the broadcast by Mickey. How you doing, Mickey?
Hello everyone, it's great. Hi Hawk, thanks for having me here.
Great to have you here. So, we are going to be racing here on Aqueduct. The lobby has just opened up. We've got a couple minutes for pre-show before we get into it. And what we're going to do is head over to Mickey's cam because he is going to be showing us what the Aqueduct 2 race line looks like. Or not, it's just the first Aqueduct, actually. As he loads in right here, we're going to be showing off this track that maybe a lot of you haven't seen before. Mickey, tell us about it.
Right. So we have the Aqueduct track here. This is short one. It has like 400 meters, something like this. A lot of turns here.
Yes.
Also, this is the interesting one because we have two routes we can take here. Like we can see.
Yeah.
Some AI is choosing right, left. I think most players will be going the straight way, then left, and something like this. But I'm not sure. I haven't seen much of the time trials.
Right.
Not sure how this works.
That's an important thing. Yeah, we might have some information on time trials, but I certainly don't have a lot of it. You can see this track. A lot of the turns are like at the top of ramps or while you're going down a ramp. It's kind of tricky as far as the turns go. And some of these turns will actually try to throw you off too. We have Mickey going the alternate route through here, which actually creates a crossroad of sorts.
Yes, this is second route, and I'm not sure. I think players won't choose this one, but maybe I'm wrong.
Now another thing is
last time there was one player who chose the different route. That I didn't think.
And that player
and
won the game. Exactly. Yeah, we're actually going to go. We're going to look at that right now because we do just have 2 minutes before we get into it. We are looking at the Office 1 Endurance results from last week. G-Force taking the win. Stingok second, and Makakowski getting third. We'll see if the Macaco will be able to continue getting some podiums here in the RVSEC. That's certainly a question on my mind. We had BGM getting close to the podium spot as well. Someone who I always feel like could get a podium spot. The question is, will he be able to? And of course, Laggy Rock and V, two other players who do have that potential. Further down on the list, some more up-and-coming players, but you never know what's going to happen on the day as it stands. We've got Ganesh, Top, Maddie07, Anakin, Yam, Flapser, unfortunately getting the DC there at the end. Now, we are going to head over to our live game here for the time being. I'm going to go ahead and take us to the lobby. And actually, I will need to reconnect.
Yes, on my way here.
I will need to restart my game in just a second, so hopefully they will give us just a moment before we get into it. And I see we've got a chatter, Sirius IO, giving a huge shout out to BGM. Yes, praise BGM. Does so much for the community and also showing up here to race in the Endurance Championship. Some of the fiercest competition that you will find in the entire game, if not the fiercest, is sitting right here in this lobby. We are going to go ahead and go over to our lobby. As it stands, we've got Frostbitten, G-Force, V, B, Laggy Rock, Top, Yam, Makakowski, Sting, Maddie, Anakin, and the two Specs. So, no big surprise there as far as the players in the lobby. A lot of familiar faces, of course. V for Vendetta, B for BGM. All the other racers basically driving with their full names. So I am going to, as you know, during this qualifier period, take my time to try to get our overlay set up here. It'll take me just a couple of seconds. You can look in the picture-in-picture. In the meantime, as that goes on, Let's see if we can get it updated here.
Yes, players are already racing. I mean, trying to get their best laps.
Exactly. That is an important distinction here. We do have 13 laps. So you might think, I thought this was an endurance. We're looking at 13 laps. Yes, this is just to determine the starting position of our drivers. I'm assuming the actual race will have over 100 laps in it. I didn't check exactly how many, but you can see one lap is already done. Drivers are trying to get their best lap time, which you can see on the left, lower left-hand side, best laps. You can use that to track the players. Maybe if you have a specific player in mind, as we've got more shout-outs for BGM, the Dale Weon from Sikar. Welcome in. We've got Poker's top. Kippy as well. Much love to y'all. Much love to the familiar faces of the crowd as well. Currently showing G-Force and Frostbitten, two of our strongest players here at the Endurance Championship. G-Force slowing down to give a little bit of space here and try to maximize his best lap time. Unfortunately, with the little bonk there.
So now G-Force has the best lap, 29.33.
A lot of Revolt America's players in the game right now. You can actually see G-Force going for a wall ride there, which is hopefully going to speed him down that ramp a little bit faster. I think that's the idea that he has in mind. He's going to be starting off his lap. And we'll go ahead and watch the whole lap because this is our front runner of the tournament right now. You're watching it, the Brazilian himself, G-Force. And we'll see if this could be a new best lap for him. He is taking the alternate route. He goes very smooth with it. It is really clean. This is a little bit wide for the turn. He has to do that. And we do actually have a couple people passing him up. Let me go ahead and make it smaller, or actually larger on my screen. You're going to see a pause for just a moment, just so I can get the details here. It does look like Stingox has overtaken him. So now we'll go ahead and show Sting for a bit. Another one of our front runners who's been getting the podiums here. Slows down a bit on that turn. Speed control here as well, actually taking it even too narrow. There's Makakowski. I was wondering if we were going to see El Makako in the lobby here. He has made it in. He got a podium last week, third place. We'll see if he can follow it up with another podium this week. In fact, we'll go ahead and put the spotlight on him, see if he can get a new best lap for himself. I'm actually noticing, Mickey, the best lap times are actually very competitive already.
Yes, really, really close to each other.
So many people with a sub 30 right now. It's really just a battle of milliseconds. Stingox with... Actually, he just got a new best lap for himself from the looks of things. Look at bringing himself down to a 29.163, I believe that is. Quite a bit ahead of the rest of the competition. Going to see if Makakowski, number 2 best lap, is going to be able to beat that here with this lap right now.
Let me see from the perspective.
Big turn. He actually taps it, and he is going to go ahead and set himself up for the next lap for lap 8 because this lap is in the dust. Now, we've had plenty of people cheering for the man, the myth, the legend, B. He's currently sitting here with the 4th best lap time. Actually, unfortunately, running into the guy who had the best lap. We'll go ahead and watch B for another lap here as he is going to be beginning lap 8 right now. See if he has got what it takes to move up a couple positions on that best lap. He's currently got a 29.4411 as he taps the corner. Unfortunately for him, we are going to see V starting a new best lap. V is definitely a dark horse here. You never know what V is going to be able to pull out of his back pocket. He can definitely surprise you on some of these tracks. with an amazing race time, an amazing best lap time. And we'll see what he can do here on lap 10 out of 13 for himself. Taking the normal route. Wide on the outside. And he actually doesn't set a new best lap for himself. Was looking good to me. We do have G-Force. G-Force moving into the 29.210. G-Force takes second place from Makakowski. And let's see. Does he take the alternate route? Does he take the main route here? He's started to take the alternate route. He was originally taking the main route. I don't know if he's testing in the qualifier. He's looping it around. He got so damn close, but it is still going to be the 29.210 for him. Let's go ahead and see Sting for a moment here with the 29.167. He's finishing up lap 11. We got some good coverage of, he actually wrecks out. Makakowski here about halfway through his lap. We actually have, I think we only have one zipper player, Frostbitten. I don't think that this is a track that is very forgiving to the zipper with all these ramp turns. We'll certainly see.
Yeah, everyone is taking Cadeon, so no wonder.
Anakin, one of the newer drivers in the Endurance Championship. I was informed from Top, I believe he said he is Serbian, alongside Top. So we got some Serb representation here in the lobby. Unfortunately, getting banked there by B a little bit, and he sends him into the water below. Stingox on lap 12. Let's see if he can outdo his own very strong best lap. No, far away from that. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see Laggy Rock do a lap. I wanted to feature him for one lap, but we didn't manage to do it. We are going to have Sting being shown his lap 13 out of 13. In the meantime, in the picture-in-picture, we do have B finishing up his lap. So for the B crowd, he is trying to loop it around about halfway through the lap right now. Sting takes the alternate route. I did think he banged up his car a bit there. It was looking like a really good lap, but not going to be able to best what he did earlier on. B finishes up. V almost overtaking B, but doesn't quite happen. Stingox, G-Force, Makakowski, B, V, and Top. Top not quite able to outdo himself there, but he does to get 6th place overall. Really well done. BGM is instructed to finish the race so that we can get those times done. He's starting a new lap here. Okay, no. Okay, and Top says bad performance in the chat after he finishes his race. But honestly, I mean, hey, 6th place with the best lap, not bad. Even with the bad performance, able to get at least kind of middle of the road starting position there. As B finishes up, we are going to be going into a short break. As Maddie says, throwing qualies as usual. The host of the lobby, shout out to Frostbitten. He is going to be our host here today, and also the only zipper, as you can see. He is going to go ahead and log down all of the drivers and their best laps, and we will be setting up in a line to kick off week 3, race 3 of the RVSEC. It's going to be 116 laps on Aqueduct here in just a moment. Now, since we do have a bit of downtime here, I will go ahead and show you all some of our previous finishes. We've got here Office 1. This was week 2. 116 laps of Office. Is it the exact same amount of laps for Office and Aqueduct? That would be crazy. Now, I think we have to restart the lobby potentially. All right. And also, I have got the results from the week before last. Now, keep in mind, G-Force, Sting, and Makakowski are top three for week 2. For week 1, though, it was G-Force, Frostbitten, and Sting. So our second place, Sting got a promotion to second place in Office, and Frostbitten not able to make Office 1 work to his advantage. But he did have an amazing White Rose Chapel performance. He got the best lap there. Really well done by Frost. But unfortunately, he just couldn't figure out. You can see he didn't even finish. He was in the race originally, but he ultimately did not finish because he felt like he didn't deserve any points. But from my perspective, I mean, Zipper is... It was a challenge last week. It's going to be a challenge this week as well. It's a challenge that he is the only person willing to take on. So, you know, the shortcomings aside, you gotta make of it what you can. So obviously we are going to have G-Force and Stingox sort of breaking away from the pack points-wise. But one other thing is Makakowski here. Getting 4th place on week 1, 3rd place week 2. It's a really strong start for a potential podium. So it does look like we are waiting here. I'm not sure if we're ready to go for wait. I think he might just be taking a moment to get all that data entered in and get the grid sorted.
Or Frost, I think.
Okay. So hang tight, y'all. We will be back in just a moment when we're able to get it into the lobby.
Right. Nikorn isn't here today. I don't know what's with him. The original host of the tournament.
Right.
You know what's with Nikorn?
No, I don't think he can make it today.
Yes.
But I will go ahead and do our predictions. Good call. We've also got Kilobaris saying to never get salt and vinegar Pringles. I can attest to that. That is absolutely the truth. Avoid at all costs. Okay, unfortunately, I am going to have to group 2 of them together. Unfortunately, I did have to group Maddie and Anakin together. The only reason why I did that is just because they were the bottom 2 names in the lobby, and I didn't realize we had 11. So, there you go. Prediction is up. All right, we are getting the grid together. I've given the notice that I'm ready. Aqueduct. We had top in the chat saying he thought he had a 29.3 on the way. So very competitive score. Will he be able to make it happen? 1 amongst 11 racers in total, and RVSEC Week 3 Aqueduct begins now.
Okay, the line is
The line begins now.
printing
Oh, I like this. Stacking on the side.
to the wall. Honk, you do the signal.
And Sting is away to start us off. G4's right behind Makakowski in third. Around the turns they go. If anyone wrecks, the turns are pretty blind, so they may wreck into each other. This track is a lot wider than the track we had last week, Office. But yeah, the blind turns may be a problem. There are any wrecks. We see G-Force and Makakowski going for the alternate route. Stingox taking it straight. With people taking different routes here, there is the possibility for crossroad collisions absolutely to be a thing. They finish the first lap and they go business as usual.
Yes, so there are different approaches to these routes. I'm surprised here.
I am too. BGM also taking the alternate route. Stingox, as long as he can stay ahead of the pack, it's not going to be an issue. But G-Force is getting very close to him already, keeping it quite competitive here with Stingox.
Yes, later in the race, where there will be lapping cars, it might be a problem when you wreck into a lapping player or something like this.
Right.
Frostbitten crashed here.
Sting actually decided to take the alternate route this time along. It looks like he conceded that the alternate route looks like it's faster or something like that. And or maybe he's just choosing to block G-Force with it. Either way, this lap in specific, lap 3, he did choose to go the alternate route. We'll keep seeing, is this going to be the new route that he's taking, or is that just a one-off thing? He goes alternate route again.
I think some players aren't sure yet which route is better.
Now, in the meantime, I do want to give a shout out. We've got BGM hanging out in third. He is a little bit ways back. We've also got Makakowski sitting in fourth. V in fifth. Huge ARM representation. Not ARM, Revolt America's representation here in the top. But G-Force is going to put the cherry on it. Sting choosing to go the alternate route, and he almost gets hit. Okay, on the inside, he knocks him out of the way, he blocks him, rock him, sock him, and he's going. He said, I don't care, you're getting bumped, it is what it is. Stingox taking first back with a show of brute force, but the question is, will G be able to find a window back in?
Okay, James asking what are the rules? The rules are you race. You race this an endurance race, you race 116 laps.
Boom! 116 laps on one track. We are going to be here today for about another hour of racing, as we are only here on lap 7. Racers get no cooldown, they get no breaks, they get no snacks, they get no finger exercises. They have to go for the whole 116 laps, and that's that. You make one mistake, you have to recover. It's a huge mental game as much as it is a mechanics game. Stingox and G-Force, two giants of the entire championship and also of last season's RVSEC as well. No surprise, but BGM keeping it close behind in third place, 15 meters behind, not bad at all. It is unfortunate that there's so many blind turns that it's kind of hard to not watch just G-Force and Sting, but right now, that is what we have to do. We've got
What's
Zig.
happening with Frost?
Go ahead.
Frost is host here, and he's the only one with zipper driving today. And there's worse at this track. Really, it's not good to drive zipper today. That's why he's not doing.
Kilo Bars put it perfectly. It is so sad to see zipper addiction take hold of someone's life like this. Their own livelihood in danger. But we did have G-Force just briefly overtaking Stingox. Stingox does take it right back, but some really competitive driving from G-Force. We're in for a treat today as these two continue to battle it out. And also, the backfielders continue to keep it close. Specifically B. If you look on the left-hand side, you see B is right there, right neck and neck with first and second, but then a big 80-meter gap behind towards V in fourth place. So there's a huge gap already being made from our podium and not.
But now on the 9th and 10th position between Anakin and Frostbitten, there is a good fight. You can change perspective to Frostbitten.
I
I think
would.
his
I
chance to keep
would.
going on here.
It's so hard. We've got Stingux and G-Force first, second, and first, head to head.
Okay.
Absolutely, Tio. Welcome in. And to answer Jane's question, there are no teammates. There are some team races from time to time, but here at RVSEC, it's you just go 116 laps in one go, no trade-offs. Look at G. How is he doing? Oh my god, he gets around him for a moment, but Stingux takes it right back, and G is in the dust. Look, now B is right up on him. B's been waiting for this moment. He's been plotting. He's been planning. And it comes to fruition here. Potentially going to get an edge on G-Force as they already approach lap traffic. Getting close to Yam here. Hopefully not having any connection issues for Mickey. Does look a little bit...
I think I have some radar problems.
Yeah.
With connection.
Okay.
Mm.
In the meantime, the three-way battle. Stingux taking the main route. G-Force again, alternate route the whole way through. And B is so close in there as well. Now, I know what y'all are thinking. There's plenty of racers out here. I want to show every head-to-head, but the truth is we have over 100 laps left still. There will be plenty of time for more chaos, but for now, we follow Stingux, G-Force, and B as they are just in a line. Every turn has been perfect so far. Who is going to crack first is the question. Stingux seems completely confident with being able to take either route. He doesn't really care which one. I don't know if there's any specific rhyme or reason. Might just be wanting to avoid a head-on collision with G-Force at the... or rather getting T-boned by G-Force. Right here. He might be afraid of that, you see. But he's just far enough. And this is kind of a rare situation. We were blessed to have a similar situation on White Rose Chapel in week 1 of RVSEC Season 2. We had this close three-way battle for the podium. Typically, there's pretty big skill gaps that are happening. And, a player like Famous, for example, legendary at how he can take every meter and just not give any meters back. And all of a sudden he's 100 meters ahead of the rest of the competition. That is not what's been happening here today. Stingux, G-Force, B, none of them really able to break away. Continuing to watch. Going to be splitting off into paths. No, Stingux is going to sit and defend this alternate route. This is getting a little bit close for comfort. All right, let's go ahead and take a moment while we're watching this to look at the overall field. We've got Sting and G-Force, of course, head-to-head in first, second. B, close behind in third. 130 meters back behind B is Makakowski in fourth. But he is quite close to V, top, as well as Maddie, Laggy Rock as well. Then we've got a little bit of gap. We've got Frostbitten. And then we've got Anakin. And then we've got Yam. G-Force really pushing the limits of this track, making Stingox sweat. Fortunately for Stingox, this track may be wider than Office, but it doesn't feel like there's a lot of really good places to steal a lead. He's going to try bump up there, not quite. They both take the alternate route. Big U-turn. And of course, you could... There's nothing in the rules that really say you can't go for a dive. G-Force on the inside. Can he hold on, though? Stingox. Oh, my God. G-Force almost sent into the waters below. But it's not going to happen. G-Force overtakes Sting. Finally, a major position switch happening. 24 laps into this race. Stingox gets passed up by G-Force. And honestly, G-Force is already starting to break away quite a bit. 5 meters lead. It was slow coming, and he almost gives it away with a tap on the wall pretty much immediately. And actually, Sting does take it back. G-Force accelerates through it, and it takes it right back. But we are locked straight back in to this head-to-head between Stingox and G-Force. All right, looking back a bit, we've got B still sitting here 25 meters back at this point. Makakowski hundreds of meters back, just now starting lap 26. V is just now starting lap 26 as well. A good head-to-head between the two of them. We've got Top and Maddie as well. We can watch this for a moment. But, I mean, still single... Okay, it does go to double digits between the two. Maddie overtaking Top as Top falls back 2 positions. Laggy Rock snapping it up. This is a fun 3-way happening back here. A little bit of a caster curse there for Top. We'll see if he can get the comeback here. Of course, gotta show some love for Laggy Rock. Very consistent driver. He may be in 7th right now, but if the chaos continues, he'll continue to profit from that. Continue moving up the ranks. He's got 6th place in his reach, and 5th is not that far away from that. We have the head-to-head. Main screen, Laggy Rock. Picture-in-picture, Maddie. The 6th place showdown.
Sixth place. And then we have Topka, not that far away,
Right.
chasing Mati and Nagaro. Also can do something from this fight. Okay, let's spectate Mati.
Continuing, just keeps going. The drivers are, honestly, the drivers are really surprising me with how few wrecks that there are. When I was practicing Aqueduct in preparation for the cast, I was wrecking everywhere. There's like a false turn where you start turning and there's like actually something sticking out as you turn a little bit. That threw me off over and over again. You could bounce off the walls so easily. That car was catching me off. Top trying to overtake. Top going for some lag boost
we have
action.
triple fight here.
Yeah, and okay,
That's interesting.
Matty does take it back, but Top's
Oh,
fighting
he's back
so
again.
hard.
Oh, he's over. Matty.
Yam in the mix.
Out of pace.
Top runs into Yam. He's not happy about it. Matty slows down big time for the turn. Top takes it back. Oh, the block. Defensive driving. But Matty's around him. And a big wreck out of Top is going to set him back a bit. Matty and Laggy Rock continue to duke it out, but you know who else continues to duke it out? G-Force and Sting, as G-Force made a mistake. He was like 40 meters ahead of Sting. I literally stopped even looking. I was like, he's so far ahead, and then I flip up, and all of a sudden he's 5 meters away. We are 1/3 of the way done with 100 laps, so not quite a third of the way through. Actually, not very deep into the track at all. We still have a lot of time, but the surprising thing to me is, Mickey, a lot of the times it's like, especially with a new track like this, players are going to start to smooth it out a lot more around, lap 60 or something like that. That's when they're going to really start to get in their flow, and then maybe they'll start to mess up around the end from fatigue. But it's really surprising to me that so many drivers are locked into this flow, no problem, and we're really just starting off this race.
Yes, they're really chill, I think, right now.
Fatigue eventually is going to start to set in regardless, but these drivers who show up week in, week out for the endurance events are not going to be, taking it as hard as the others. That being said, this roster of players has been here pretty much every week. Like, pretty much all of these players have been showing up pretty much every week for the RVSEC Season 2 so far. So they're getting good experience in with endurance, regardless of if they're G-Force and Sting, or, if it's Yam, or even, Frostbitten here, who's the only player. Wait, is he trying to beat Anakin here? Do we have a little moment here?
Let's spectate
Yes.
Frostbitten here.
Okay, on the main screen we've got Anakin, who is trying to run away from Frostbitten. In the meantime, though, Frost in the picture-in-picture is hunting him down. We'll see how this plays out. Again, for the viewers at home, this is a 2-car race, which means you are allowed to pick either the Addion, which is the red car that most people chose, or the Zipper, which is the car that Frostbitten is using. Only one person in the entire lobby is brave enough to go with the Zipper, and that driver is Frostbitten. So it deserves to be showcased a bit here. He is definitely struggling with it, but he is trying to make it work, trying to hunt down Anakin. He does have the superior, I believe he has superior top speed, but the parameters of the Zipper just do not really like tracks like this. We may see him have a wreck or something.
Yes.
But honestly, it doesn't seem like he's really wrecking, Mickey.
Yeah, really. He's doing good here. He's chilling.
We did see him slow down, and the reason for that is he's being very studious to the 2 front runners of the competition. As he was getting lapped, he got way far out of the way, came to a complete stop, and let them go by. Exactly. So that is the kind of driving that you really like to see. Very just on the ball, and really appreciative of that. In the meantime, though, Top has been wrecking, and now we've got a Serbian showdown here between Top and Anakin for 8th, 9th. Well, let's see what is going to happen between these two. Top is also driving the Addion. He is just driving his own custom reskin of the Addion, which he sent to me, and I was happy to put into my folder. If anyone else has,
I forgot to add it.
It happens. It happens. But if anyone else does have any custom skins that they'd like to have featured on the stream, you can always send them over to me, and they will be in my folder.
Yes.
We are at lap 40. Around about 1/3 of the way through. Anakin does go ahead and let Stingux pass. Stingux is actually leading 40 meters over G-Force, so I definitely felt like G-Force has the pace advantage, and in fact, you see it reflected in the best laps, which you can see on the lower left-hand side of your screen. We've got G-Force, Makakowski, and Sting are our 3 best laps. G-Force, actually only 50 milliseconds ahead of Sting. I expected it to be more because G-Force really has that pace advantage. He was constantly pressuring Stingux and putting him into defensive mode. But it looks like Stingux has been the more stable driver of the two, and even when G-Force has gotten those advantages, he has eventually tumbled back down, and Stingux has been a bit more stable. We do see Top, unfortunately, bouncing off, might have even bounced off into the water. Don't quite think he did, but he is going to be 20 meters here behind Anakin. And we've also got another target for Frostbitten. We'll see if Frostbitten is going to be able to pass up Top or Anakin, or maybe both of them by the time the race is over. It'll be a fun little mini game in the meantime. But facing back forward, I see you've got the camera on G-Force, who's in second place here in our picture-in-picture. My camera is on Stingux, the leader of our race here on the main screen as they continue to have the head-to-head. You'll see BGM must have had a big accident because he has fallen way back from the competition between these two. And actually, Makakowski is now starting to threaten him. Stingux sets a new best lap for himself, and in fact, he sets a new best lap for the race in general, as he is now about 75 milliseconds ahead of G-Force's time. Now, one thing we haven't really touched on is the scoring system. This endurance race and the entire RVSEC event uses a modified MotoGP point scoring system. What that means is first place is going to get 20 points, second place will get 17, third place will get 15, and the points get less and less until it's just 1 point differential between each player from there. So that shows you that getting first over getting second is a lot more influential than getting 11th over getting 12th. So this, the stakes are very high here at the top. For these top 4 positions have got very high stakes. And you also get plus 1 point for the best lap. So if no one is able to beat Stingux's best lap right now, he will get 20 points plus 1 for the best lap to bring him to 21. So far, for our past 2 weeks, the best lap has been the second place driver both times. But we'll see. Stingux could cash in a first here, or maybe this is kind of a prophecy that he is going to finish in second place. We'll see. One thing is for sure, G-Force is getting relatively close here, 15, 25 meters behind. We do have a battle heating up, though, actually, in the meantime. Hold on, Anakin, Maddie, Top, Frostbitten. 4-way battle here for 7th place is definitely heating up quite a bit. And it does seem that my YouTube wants to be sure. Yes, I want to continue listening to this. Thank you so much. And we are back to the race. Anakin in 7th. Maddie in 8th. Top in 9th. Frost in 10th. Can someone switch the game board up here? 150 meters behind Laggy Rock, though. So Laggy Rock is safe, but these other 4 drivers are not. Top, 2 wheels up, 2 wheels down, takes a dip. Frostbitten is going to go ahead and pass him up in that zip, but will he be able to keep it moving?
G-Force here.
Ooh. So in the picture-in-picture, it does appear G-Force has crashed. He's going to be losing quite a bit of speed against Sting, but he's still quite a bit away from BGM.
Away.
Maddie and Anakin in their head-to-head here. 7th, 8th. Wide slide from Maddie. Anakin's going to take advantage of that, but Anakin bumps the wall directly after, and that just goes to show stability is king here at endurance racing. It a lot of times you are able to shave off those milliseconds, shave them off. But if you run into a wall directly after, just like Maddie did right there, Maddie loses 2 positions just like that. Unfortunately, we did have a player just disconnect from the race. I don't know who it was. Not sure. Yeah, I'm gonna be bumping Maddie around. Frostbitten moves into 7th. He's only got one more victim left. Anakin, was it Laggy Rock? No, it wasn't Laggy Rock. Laggy Rock is still racing with us. Frostbitten is trying to hunt down Anakin, but Maddie comes on the inside and says, no, and Top takes 1 position as well. Frostbitten slams off the wall, goes spinning more. He is able to turn into a 360. Maddie goes into the water as well. Absolute chaos. Can Frostbitten? No, Frostbitten does take that position from Maddie, and now he's hunting Anakin once more. Top has now taken 6th place. Oh, Zig weighing in.
Yes.
V for Vendetta was our DC. Very, very unfortunate to hear. My condolences. It really, really hurts to get 50 laps into an endurance race and to disconnect. So thoughts and prayers with Vendetta. But regardless, we do.
Happens almost every time.
Yeah. 6th and 7th continues on. Top versus Anakin. The Serbian showdown continues. Top not slowing down a bit, takes a little bit out on the outside. Anakin preferring to slow down just a bit. Top trying to find the inside, but he is going to bounce off the wall. Frost is going to take him for the time being, but we've seen how that's played out. Frostbitten just has not been able to get a meaningful lead, but the defensive driving is going to send Top into a pillar on the side. At least he doesn't go into the water, but it was pretty damn close. Maddie is not able to make it work right now, not able to catch Top off of that, but Frost in 7th place will get a nice distance between himself and Top, but he does spin out on the ramp slide. Is that going to be enough for Top to take him back? Not quite, but Anakin does move forward, onward, and upward. Now, we, of course, do still have that first place showdown happening as well. Stingox versus G-Force. Still is Stingox with the first place, 40 meters over G-Force. We got Waluigi cheering the 500 bits. Thank you so much, Waluigi. Mucho gracias. Mucho gracias, mi amigo. Mi tío. It was, it's amazing to have your support here. Another member of the Revo Americas scene here, as we do have G-Force try. Maybe that's Waluigi trying to give G-Force his energy, as we do have G-Force. He's going to be on that picture-in-picture. We've got B here on the main screen. He's chilling out around in 3rd place. It's a big moment for Revo Americas. 2 of our drivers from the RVA scene currently occupying our podium spot, but neither one of them are in first. They've got 75 meters, 80 meters to make up against Sting to make that happen. And the question is, will that happen? It's going to take, G-Force wrecking on yeah, and guess what? That's going to bring BGM even closer.
Yes, the G-Force not feeling safe now.
Exactly. we're going to keep G-Force on the picture-in-picture. I am going to go back a little bit because we continue to have Frostbitten doing his best with his zipper. Top is trying to bring it to him. And there is the wreck. Not able to keep it on the road. Maddie is close behind. He's going to be trying to find 8th place as this carousel from 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, or at least 6th, 7th, 8th, continues on. It goes round and round and round.
Okay. And now I wonder why, but I think more players are taking alternative route here.
Ooh. You know who isn't though?
Not
Stingox. Stingox is
Stingox,
continuing to take the
yes.
standard route. You get to wall ride on the way down to keep your speed up really high. You get a good clean turn out of the standard route. Whereas with the alternate route, you're taking a very severe U-turn to make it happen. So to me, it makes sense that this is that Stingox is going for. G-Force, I mean, he looked like he was pressuring so damn hard with it, but Stingox looks like he's content to just keep rocking it like this. It certainly feels good. I don't know about the speed difference, but when you watch Stingox do it,
G-Force, B, Makakowski, all of them are taking the right alternative route.
and they're
And they
actually
weren't at the start.
yeah, they're all about 50, 60 meters between each other, as well as, you know, it started to calm down a bit. The calm before the storm. This is that I was talking about. This is that 60-meter around about where, you know, we're about halfway through the race. Everyone's starting to get a lot more familiar with the track. They're getting in the flow. They're getting in the groove. And we do see those gaps start to form. But fatigue, it's only a matter of time before fatigue sets in, as we do have another, you know, give or take 30 more minutes of racing here at Aqueduct. Maybe more like 25 minutes, but still quite a bit of, you know, replicating the exact same lap. We've got Kilobara saying Sting, wall grinding, nice. Not sure if it works on Adion though. I think this is the thing that Sting has been trying to cook up. I don't know if it's. I'm with you. I don't know if it works or not, but it certainly looks like he believes in it as he does continue to do it. And we also get to see a nice little head-to-head between Maddie and Top happening in the meantime. This could be bad for Sting. You know, if these players get very aggressive with each other and wreck out, maybe Sting gets sent into the water up ahead. That would not be great, but that's kind of what G-Force needs to happen at this point, as G-Force is about 100, 120 meters behind Sting. I'm not gonna lie, this is definitely not how I expected this to play out. We've got G-Force taking the gold on both weeks here of the RVSEC so far. We had G-Force looking like he had the pace advantage earlier on in this race, but by virtue of consistency alone, it feels like Stingox has just been blasting lap after lap, and he just seems to not be making any mistakes at all. We are going to tune into a little bit of some fun happening right behind Sting. This is taking place right behind Sting, probably in his rearview mirror. We got the showdown between Top and Maddie still going on. Maddie is just going to take it. Top slowing down to take the inside, but Maddie is very content to continue holding the forward key. Try to keep this locked down. It gets spun around. Top sends him spinning. And also Top continues, but now Top is spinning. And see, this would be me. What we're watching right now, this is a normal driver who's not a total freak of nature. Like, you're turning on the upsloping ramp, and it's easy to wreck. It is. They make it look like it's not, but it is. I promise. It's easy. Unfortunately, we have G-Force continuing to backslide. BGM is trying to hunt him down now. 30 meters behind. Ace wrecked. BGM.
And G-Force is making bad mistakes here. BGM is chasing him. Yeah, 5 meters. They're really close.
And this isn't just like one position change. This is like 2 as far as the points go. 1 for the price of 2 if BGM, or 2 for the price of 1 rather, if BGM is able to take it. And also, you know, this would just be G-Force. He wants at least the silver. Him losing an additional 2 points behind Sting for this race, it's not going to sit well. G-Force has to recover here. And you know what, Mickey? It's not just B. We've also got Makakowski, who has managed to keep it so close. 40 meters. You know, it seems like a lot, but this isn't a 3-lap race. This is, again, 45 more laps.
Yes.
Plenty of time.
So there are three players really close to each other. GeForce B and Makakowski, while Stingox is 160 meters ahead of them.
Clean driving, good recoveries from G-Force after what looked like a couple of wrecks in one lap. He's had G-Force hounding him, but he's been able to keep it steady. B choosing to go a little bit more on the inside with that U-turn. A bit more of a severe angle. Otherwise, just following in the footsteps, waiting to capitalize on G-Force's next mistake. There it is.
Oh, and there it is.
Hey, he's Brazilian. You know, he sees a nice pool or, you know, the beach. He's like, let me in. I'm there. And BGM is going to overtake him just like that. Makakowski is going to be actually very close to G-Force here. So the battle has not finished. It is just transformed a bit, and this is really bad news for G-Force. Of course, you know, the good side is I'm pretty sure you will be able to erase your lowest performance race. So if he did come in fourth here, you might, but you don't want to have that on your mind. Like, you don't want to be, you want that to be like race 6. You don't want it to be like halfway through the event, now I've got this race that I have to get rid of, and I have to perform perfectly on all the other tracks. So G-Force is really trying to hold on to this third place, get as many points as he can, because this is a huge moment for Stingox. I mean, he is almost 200 meters ahead of BGM. He's got this locked up in first place. 20 points are his. And you know what? If no one beats him on the best lap, 21 points are his.
Yes, GeForce not giving up. It's chasing B. B's not feeling safe.
That's for sure. Whoa, he's so far on the inside, G-Force's with that turn. Wonderfully done. We do have some other action going on in the meantime. It looks like Top and Maddie are continuing to out Frostbitten as well. Frostbitten, Maddie, and Top are having a bonanza back here in 6th, 7th, 8th. We will definitely keep our eyes on that. Top overtaking. G-Force getting dangerously close to BGM though. That is what I am taking it back to.
We have second disconnect.
Yeah, I thought, yeah, it does look like we do.
No, we have. Who's not?
I think it was a radar bug that took Frostbitten out of the radar, but he's still there.
No, but we have 9 players.
On my screen, it just shows us Frost not being on the radar, and we still have 10. But I could be wrong. But in the meantime, the most important thing is our top drivers are still going strong. They're still throwing it down. BGM here, I mean, look at how G-Force, yeah, look how close G-Force is getting. Anakin DC'd. Okay, there is the explanation there.
Yeah, thanks.
Very unfortunate.
Yes, on those tracks, yeah, radar sometimes doesn't work.
My man Esteban in the house. Esteban saying bifurcations. G-Force teaching me the word planetarium, and now Esteban teaching me the word bifurcations. I'm forever in debt to the RVA community teaching me more English than I know. G-Force with a wall bang. In the meantime, he does do a 180. But BGM, I mean, it's a great recovery. It's a full 360, actually. He doesn't go behind Makakowski, but his dreams of passing up B in 1 or 2 laps are kind of gone. He's going to have to keep trying to put it together. No, Esteban, I think you're completely right. All jokes aside, I do think you're completely right. G-Force wrecks underneath the bench, and Makakowski's about to take him back. At least he was able to get out of the way. At least he was able to do that. It looked like he was about to become one with the bench. He just wasn't going to be able to leave the bench. It's like it's an episode in Twin Peaks. He just becomes part of the bench, and the episode ends, and he rolls the credits. No explanation. No reasoning. G-Force and Makakowski, this is heated up. B has kind of managed to break away. Much love to the Revolt America's chat, or not just in chat, but in the race as well, showing up in full force. The vibrant community of RVA, they're always out here cheering them on. Much love to y'all. Makakowski does have a wreck here, and it's going to give G-Force a little bit of breathing room.
Yes. But here's an interesting fight between Topka and Frostbitten.
Okay.
For the 7th place.
Okay. Frostbitten, not dipping out. Oh my god, I might start speaking a little bit too soon about something other than the race, because Top does immediately take him with a nice little bump. Frostbitten basically electing to retire in Office 1 last week. This week, he has kept it going. 85 laps.
Yes, he's gonna make it.
You're right, Tiarodi. Yeah, he had the reverse plot armor. It's like opposite of plot armor. Okay, we're asking for Caster Curse. It does look like Sting is in a spot where he just irrevocably is going to win this race. He'll never do anything like what Frostbitten just did and then run into the water and then repo and then run into the water again and then lose 200 meters. That would never happen. It is impossible to happen. We'll see how it does. I did the best I could. In the meantime.
Oh, no.
Oh, do we have Top lagging as well? Oh, poor Mickey. Our picture-in-picture man has been having the issues here. All right.
Yes, sorry about that. The internet not good.
All good.
Yeah, the rest not.
We can't lose track of the plot, though. While we're talking about the plot, this continues. BGM, G-Force, second, third. There's a lot of craziness. There's a lot of chaos. There's a lot of carnage. But amidst it all, second and third, this continues to stay hot. BGM looked like he had maybe a minor wreck.
Okay.
Hold on. The Wayon himself.
Yes.
El Wayon. El Wayon is being challenged by G-Force here. Okay, I'm death gripping my water bottle right now watching this. I had to say whoa. Let's let go of that water bottle just a little bit. G-Force is in attack mode, that much is for sure. But BGM has the crowd buff. As we have another BGM fan in the house say, Vamos! Will it be enough for BGM? Oh, Yam almost gave him a haircut. The 2 laps down, almost just said, whoops. The Rock Lee comparison is unreal. Lap 94 begins. Great year! And it will be the year that G-Force finds the overtake as B overshoots it. It's not clean. It's not quite finished. But it is a major moment for G-Force. He breaks a BG and immediately overtakes him as he goes full speed through into the turn. Will G-Force slow down? Yes. No funny business here. No diving. Alternate route is what they'll both take, of course. The turn. This has been big for G-Force, but actually it's going to be BGM who looks like he gets the speed advantage. That time around, look at G-Force whipping it around up the ramp, cutting through the inside, but BGM holds true. Lap 95 continues on, 10 seconds in. The big turn. BGM not slowing down for that one. U-turn. Both of these drivers, I think they would say they've had moments of sloppiness through this race, but both of them are absolutely locked in here. Neither one of them giving even a millimeter to the other. RVA showdown. BGM is going to tap on the U-turn, and that is pretty much going to be it for now. But he does do a full 360. He is straight back into it. He is still in hunt mode here, and that all happened within just a couple of laps of each other. So he still has plenty of time. He has about 20 laps worth to try to make it happen. But as it stands right now, G-Force has managed to take back not just third, but also second from his RVA brethren. Makakowski all the way back 150, 160 meters back. And this has just been a race. This has been anything but locked up. I mean, it has been back and forth and back and forth. But right now, the only question that we have left, G-Force or BGM? Lap 98 of 116, they continue on.
STB trying really hard to chase G-Force.
The thing is, he's been chasing the entire race. It's not like, oh, now he's behind G-Force so he can follow him and he can... No, BGM has been charting his own course. He's been keeping it so damn close on his own, and he's so close that he can taste it. And you know what, Mickey? The final laps of a race is a pretty damn good time to pass somebody up, right? Because you can't throw it back if you make it happen with 2 or 3 laps left. It's a lot easier to lock in the win than, you know, if you pass somebody up on lap 40 or something like that. So this could actually work to BGM's advantage. If he can just overtake G-Force, he doesn't have to hold on to it for 20 minutes. He only has to hold on to it for like 5 minutes if he can do it. And it's done. So we'll see.
We have lap 100, by the way. 15 laps left. Lap 101.
Absolutely. We actually, Esteban asking if Stingox is going to be able to do a sub 29. And we'll see. We will definitely see if that's going to be the case. He only has a couple of milliseconds to shave off before he's done it. Stingux has done such a good job of holding the best lap time. Even as G-Force has threatened to take it from him, when G-Force has improved on his time, so has Sting, and he's been able to hold on to it the whole way through. Now, we do have a moment. Wait! No, we don't. What just happened? I wanted to check in on Frostbitten, and all of a sudden, BGM is back in second as G-Force flips his car over. And he's going to be 30 meters behind.
What was that collision? So, you were looking at G-Force?
I'm on BGM right now. We have got a great head-to-head right now. I wasn't looking at it.
Yes, but it was like a flip or something.
Okay. I was wondering what happened to him. It looked like he wrecked twice in a row. But regardless, yeah, is it going to be BGM? He's, like I said, you know, if he passes up G-Force at this point, especially the 20-25 meter lead he has right now, he only has to hold on to this for about 10 more laps and some change. That's it. All he has to do,
11,
he just has to drive. He just drives to not make mistakes. Once G-Force gets within 5 meters of him, he drives defensively. He keeps his car in front of G-Force, and he finishes it up in second place. This would be so huge for BGM. If not just for the points, it's just to make a statement. Just to do it. Just to do it to G-Force. There's a little rivalry, I'm sure. I mean, G-Force, he's such a strong driver across all different classes, custom, stock, pickups on, pickups off, whatever track. He is going to challenge you no matter what. And look at that. He's now 30, 40 meters back. He continues to fall back a bit. BGM may have done it. G-Force is 60 meters behind B. I think B's done it. We'll go ahead. We'll check out Frost and yeah, there's nothing going on here. Frost and Top, 50 meters between each other. 500 meters behind Laggy Rock. This is done. This is done. G-Force is now as far behind B as he is in front of Makakowski. 100 meters ahead, 100 meters behind. G-Force is marooned on an island of his own. Best thing he can do at this point.
That's it.
G-Force has to get the sub 29. That's what we're looking for. Still finish ahead of Makakowski. Get that sub 29. There's at least steal that best lap time, which, by the way, has been improved on by Stingox again, as he's now at .04 something. This is crazy. I'm going to go ahead and put the camera on Stingox because he's been so far ahead of the competition that we haven't seen him too much. But go ahead and soak in this lap. This lap 110 is dedicated to Stingox. We're going to watch his path to reaching almost 300 meters in the lead over this endurance race. Incredible run from him. And he wrecks. The pressure was too much for him. And Frost takes him up. Of course, Frost was lapped. But regardless.
Okay, now I'm gonna look at Makakowski for our 4th place.
Yes. In the meantime...
100 meters before,
Yeah, about 100 meter difference between the two. But I am tuned in right now. We've got a little bit of action between Maddie and Top. We got about 8 laps left for them. As you can see on the left-hand side of your screen the exact distances. So if you're like, hold on, we got to make sure that BGM's not going to get past, you can continue to watch the distance between the two. Right now you can see BGM's in the lead ahead of G-Force by about 140 damn meters. So that is quite a bit. In fact, Makakowski has a higher chance of passing G-Force than the other way around. Top is Apparently, I think he passed Maddie while I was talking. My bad on that. Top managing to pass Maddie, trying to hunt down Frostbitten as well. Can Top get a 2-for-1? Frost is wrecked. Wrecked in the corner. Top's going to start getting a little bit closer to him. And he's done it. Stingox has done it. Esteban asked the question. He said, I bet Stingox can't do an under 29. Well, Esteban, you're lucky that no one took you up on that bet, because Stingox has done it. 28.964. He is officially the only driver in this race with a sub 29. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. In the meantime, we've got Top versus Frost. Can Top pass him up? That's the question. You know Top wants it so bad. He wants to pass up Frost. He's gonna get 6th place and beat Frost at the same time. Yes, please. But the thing is, he has to actually make it happen.
And I see Makakowski changing strategy. Now he's doing wall bang and wall ride.
Okay. Going for the wall ride.
Going straight. Oh, Makakowski crashed here.
Well, G-Force will be happy about that. Frostbitten's going to be happy as well, not having any issues with the zipper so far. And, you know, we've got to give our shout-outs to Frostbitten, the only driver brave enough to bring the zipper here to Aqueduct. He's been trying to make it work, you know, but...
And let's see Stingox final turns.
Yes!
116. And there it is.
There
Stingox
it is.
first place.
Stingox officially printing money, printing points, printing everything with that first place finish. Frost and Top continues on, but let's go ahead and see. B is going to finish up in second. There he is, G-Force, wrapping around the final turns to get a 3rd place finish for himself, as he finishes up 116 laps later. A little bit worse for wear, but still getting the bronze. Makakowski, he got the bronze last week. This week he's going to have to be content with another 4th place, just like he got on White
And
Rose
here,
Chapel.
We have 4 of our...
But hold on, because we've continued to got this race between Frostbitten and Top. Let's do, if you can, head to head. Yes, let's go ahead and get it. 5 meters between the two. Picture showing Frost, who is leading in 6th place. Top is right behind him on the main screen in 7th, trying to hunt him down. We've got 1 lap left. The tension's so close. Top going to try to push him out of the way and take the inside, and indeed he will.
Okay, I think.
Is he going to wreck, though, is the question. Has to keep it through the turns, not going into the water. The slide turn. Frost with the nosedive attack. It doesn't work out. Maybe going to try it again. No. Top holds on. 5 meters. Last turns. Alternate round. Oh, my God. Top
and Frostbitten.
Wow.
Yeah, Frostbitten.
Top is going to do it. Frostbitten gets trapped up under the bench. Another life claimed by the sentient bench. And Maddie finishes up behind that. Goatka locking in a win over Frostbitten. He's got to be happy with that. Putting on a performance for us. Putting on some entertainment for us. All the way to the end. We are going to have 6 more laps for Yam to finish up. And besides that, that does conclude week 3 of RVSEC. I do believe this is our halfway point. I think this event is 6 weeks long. So that concludes week 3 here. As we make it to the halfway point, we're going to be seeing, you know, the questions being asked. We've got Makakowski with a 4th, 3rd, and a 4th. We've got G-Force with a first, and now a 2nd. Stingox with, I believe, a second, first, or something like that. We are going to see how these early positions are going to impact the later game. Will these drivers be able to hold their position, or are they going to have moments where they buckle under the pressure and get overthrown, maybe by the likes of someone like Makakowski? One thing is for sure, same time, same place, next week, Saturday at 2015 UTC is when the lobby opens for week 4 of RV SEC Revolt Semis Endurance Championship. Don't go anywhere. Please, if you're please stick around. Please stick around, because we've got the driver of the day poll. And even if you are just a viewer, you can vote for who you thought the driver of the day was. This is a community poll. Anyone who participated in the race or watched the race is allowed to vote in the poll. So if you thought, if you thought first place was deserved and you want to give Sting driver of the day, you can do that. If you thought B was out of his mind, getting the win over G-Force, boom. Whoever you think the driver of the day was, it's up to you. So I'm going to go ahead and get that poll printed out for us now, and then we'll have predictions as well. Sorry to pause the viewing of Yam there, but that's just what happens when I minimize. So give me just a second to get set up, and we'll continue our driver of the day poll as action concludes here today on the Revolt United stream. Same time, same place next week. But again, wait just a moment.
Yes, while almost 1,000 meters left for Yam. Unfortunately, 2 players today disconnected, which are V and who?
Yeah, no. V and Anakin.
Anakin, yes.
All right, the driver of the day poll has been posted in the chat. Go ahead and click on that and vote who you thought was DOTD. And that will kick us off for our evening. That'll be the end of the week. Our boy Yam finishing it up. We got Tio saying top or nothing. That's another great. We've got a ton of. There were so many battles going on that there's a lot of reasons to vote for a lot of different drivers. I do feel bad. I feel like Laggy Rock didn't get much screen time just because he was in no man's land. Everyone else was just battling it out. Like all the weapons in the world, obviously, pickups are off, just metaphorical weapons, but they were all just throwing down with each other. And Laggy Rock was just like middle of the pack, just like 100, 200 meters ahead, 100, 200 meters behind. And it just was on his own island. But everywhere else was, we've got Laggy Rock in the chat. Much love to you, Laggy Rock. He says, I blame you for being lapped second time by Sting. Hey, whoa. Hey, at least you're shaved. But no, it's been a pleasure. And it's also been a pleasure to have you, Mickey. Thank you so much for joining for the picture-in-picture and the commentary as well.
Thank you for having me.
So, we do have the driver of the day poll going on. I'm not sure, since Nick wasn't here, I'm not sure if we'll have the image, the graphic available.
Yeah, maybe he will do it later.
And like Rock says, it's not you were crashing on my face 3 laps. Hey, I stay out of your way, man. Right? Hey, I stay out of your way. I'm in the sky. You know, I'm just in the sky looking down, right? Stingox in the chat, GG's. Stingox saying GG, although no Nick, sad. Yeah, that was sad. Now, I haven't received a DM from anybody giving me information on if I'm going to get a graphic or not. I'm not really expecting to get one because the person who makes them isn't here right now. So I do think that we are going to conclude the stream. Not 100% sure. We've got G-Force in the house as well. Much love to you, G-Force. That was an insane race. Wow. The whole RVA community showing up in the chat and also in the race. The only person really missing. I mean, I've been. Where's ROG? Where's ROG been? I wonder where he's been. But regardless, it is it's great to have so many members of the RVA community. Also, again, massive shout out to Waluigi, Walele, with the 500 bits. Mi amor, gracias, mi amor. Very wonderful for those. Thank you so much for the love. All right, so I do think we're going to conclude it here. Sorry to not be able to provide y'all any infographic, but I can go ahead and release our predictions and, of course, show the results of the Driver of the Day poll as well. We actually had G-Force. G-Force had 3 people putting 17,000 bits on him, or not bits, but channel points on him. We had Stingox only getting 340 by one person. And despite all the people cheering on BGM, BGM got 0. Nobody. It was words only. They did not open up their wallets to back up their talk. They were words only for BGM. So it is going to be Stingox. Whoever that one person was that put 340 points on Sting, you're going to be getting 17,000 points richer off that dub. Maybe it was Stingox himself. Always bet on yourself, right? Always bet on yourself. No, it was Anakin. Anakin did it. Stingox's like, WTF? Hey, you can't blame them, right? I mean, G-Force won the last 2 races. You can't blame them to be like, you know, maybe he's good, but come on. Betting against Sting, always questionable behavior. Either way, it's been a pleasure. The results of the Driver of the Day poll, let's go ahead and see them. With 10 votes, the Driver of the Day was BGM. Second place finisher, BGM, getting Driver of the Day. And you know what? I can't blame it. I can't blame anybody for it. Because BGM put up an insane battle against G-Force. It was absolutely ridiculous. He gets over half of the pie voting for him because of that ridiculous head-to-head with G-Force. He kept it so down. I mean, we were lap 33 in or something like that, and G-Force and Sting were still head-to-head. But you know who was right there 15 meters behind him? 15 meters? BGM was 15 meters right there. So, you know, he was really putting in work the entire race, firing on all cylinders, redlining, just to keep up with the beasts of the competition. And indeed, he did it. Now, something funny here is actually Stingox is not number 2 for Driver of the Day. Stingox is number 5. For Driver of the Day. Stingox had basically a perfect race. You know, maybe one wreck here or there, but he only got 1 vote for driver of the day, finishing almost 300 meters ahead of second place. That is pretty funny to me.
Sorry, Stingox, but that happens when you don't fight
That's
a lot with other people.
that is funny. We had G-Force, Frostbitten, and V getting 2 points. We had Sting and Top getting 1 point. And yeah, that was, I appreciate the point on Top. I think the 2 points on Frost is pretty funny as well. I mean, he was doing, I mean, he definitely was. You gotta respect somebody who uses a car no matter what. In any conditions, he doesn't care. He'll get 9th place. He's gonna do it. And I obviously,
this is his car, so he uses it
exactly
everywhere.
So I respect it. I respect it. The crowd does too, apparently. We got Famous saying, "Get good, Sting." Okay, y'all. It has been a pleasure. Thank you for stopping by, Famous. Oh, Sting said he was having an ad for 2 minutes. I'm so sorry. First of all, that reminds me, for the next races, I'm going to run 3 minutes of ads before the race begins, so we won't have any ads for the entire hour. That's something very important that I need to do. Thank you for reminding me that I need to start doing that. And the second thing, you might not have caught it, but I was saying BGM got 10 votes for driver of the day, and you got 1. You only got 1. Actually, someone came in and voted for Top. So now Top has 2. You are the only driver with only 1 vote for driver of the day, despite getting almost 300 meters ahead of the competition. Hey, that's just the way it goes sometimes. Mickey put it well. He said, you gotta fight.
It's not single player. You have to you have to fight other players to get spectators' attention.
You know what? I think chat might have just been a little bit salty, Stingox. You don't get driver of the day, but you get all the points in the world here. 20 for a first place finish, plus 1 for the best lap as the only driver who got a sub 29 in the entire race. And in fact, Sting, I don't know if you saw it in the chat, but Esteban actually said he bets Stingox can't do an under 29 Peppy Grin. So, you're proving them wrong. You're proving them wrong. Frostbitten says, I vote BGM also. Hey, we got 11 for BGM. I can't blame you. I mean, BGM, the performance out of his mind, beating G-Force, putting the pressure on him the entire time. It was really well played by BGM. I think even Stingox would understand that.
Yeah, I agree.
Blowbrov in the house saying, what did I miss? You just missed RVSEC Season 2, Race 3 on Aqueduct. It was a crazy, crazy race. The positions got flipped up big time. Surprise second place finisher. And it was just a ton of chaos. Make sure you watch the VOD, which should be available on Twitch right now and is also going to be available on YouTube. Race 1 and 2 have already been exported to YouTube. And we got BGM saying, I forgot I was mod here. Time to ban Tio, please. No BG or no mod warfare. We can't have any mod warfare happening here. Please. All jokes aside, though, it has been absolute pleasure. BGM, you won driver of the day. Congratulations to you. We got Blowbrov with the Prime sub. Thank you so much, Blowbrov, for all the support that you have given me. And just, in general, the Revolt United channel and Revolt as well. And that goes for all of you also viewers, chatters. Always wonderful to have y'all in here. So awesome to actually have an audience to be able to cast these matches to have people who also care about Revolt as much as I do, because it's just so fun to watch. It's so fun to cast. And you know what, Mickey? We got 3 more weeks of it here at RVSCC 2.
Yes, 3 more tracks. Let me remember what tracks. Spavel 2, room 12x16. It's circuit. track, and the game room 2.
Wow.
These are our tracks.
Okay. All right. Room 12 by 16. There has been a lot of oddball tracks here at RVSEC 2. I respect the hell out of that. So we're gonna have some classics as well. Spa Vault 2, Game Room 2, a classic at this point. But in the middle of that, we are gonna have another curveball coming at you for session 5, room 12 by 16. But that is going to finish us up for now. It's been a nice 2-hour broadcast from me and Mickey. Big shout out to the Revolt community. Obviously, condolences to V as well as Anakin, who unfortunately both disconnected during the match. I feel for you. It really sucks when that happens. But shout out to all of our drivers here today. It was a blast. Shout out to our podium finishers. Shout out to our chatters and viewers. And of course, shout out to you, Mickey, as well. Anything you'd like to add before we go?
Congratulations to all of you, and Nikurn. See ya next week.
Yeah, one person sorely missing was Nick.
And
hopefully he'll be back next week. All right, much love to you, Stingox. Our pleasure. And yeah, much love, Pokers, as well. Much love to the rest of y'all. We are going.
And thanks for hosting Frost, of course.
Yes. Shout out to Frost for stepping in and hosting this. All right. Well, I guess that concludes us. Same time, same place. Next week, Saturday, 2015 UTC. We'll probably start and do our pre-show a little bit earlier than that. But, 2015 UTC will be live for sure. Be there. That's it. Just be there. And we'll see you next time.
Yes. See you next time, guys.